Hi, I'm Brogen Hayes, and this is One to Watch. This week's One to Watch is not Transcendence, the new film by Wally Pfister, not least because it wasn't press shown in Ireland, so therefore I haven't seen it. And it is not The Other Woman starring Cameron Diaz, Kate Upton and Leslie Mann. Instead, it is a film called Tracks starring Mia Wasikowska. Tracks focuses in on a young woman called Robin Davison, played by Mia Wasikowska, who in 1977 decided to walk 2,000 miles across the Australian desert from Alice Springs to the ocean, and this is her journey. From the outset, Robin is very determined to do this journey on her own. She wants to take her 4 camels and her dogs and minimal other interference into her journey. It seems, to be honest, that she's just annoyed with civilization, annoyed with having people around her all of the time, and she just wants to take a break from it. Although that's never really fully explained. But in order to get the money that she needs to buy the camels, buy supplies and do this trip, she finds herself in cahoots with Rick Samolan, a photographer for National Geographic magazine, played by Adam Driver, who many of us will know from Girls. Robin is not too happy about having this interference, but she realises that this is what she needs in order to do this journey, so she agrees to meet up with him at certain points along her journey. The film, directed by John Curran, is this journey. It's a beautiful exploration of the Australian outback. It's an exploration of solitude and the things that can go right when you're on your own and the things that can go wrong as well. Robin runs into a lot of trouble with the native people of Australia when Rick starts throwing his oar in and disrespecting their customs, but she also gets a lot of comfort from them and support from them when she needs to navigate the sacred areas of the desert and therefore not upset their gods or the people themselves. Mia Wasikowska has a great sort of stillness and solitude in this film. The trouble is that even though Robin is solitary through a lot of the film, we really only see her when she has to interact with somebody else. So even though solitude is something that she's craved, we never really see her dealing with this solitude and the loneliness that potentially comes with solitude. Instead, we see her meeting up with people going, "Oh God, it's you again, and I really wanted to be on my own and please go away." So there was a balance to be struck there that wasn't quite met. The Australian outback looks fantastic through the film. There's some beautiful cinematography that shows this barren wilderness off at its absolute best. And the animals in the film actually provide some comic relief and a lot of comfort to the central character, Robin, as she goes on this journey. There's no doubt that this journey was a hugely inspirational one and a huge undertaking for a young woman to go on this walkabout on her own. But without truly understanding why she decided to do it, even if it was just she wanted to do it to see if she could, a little bit of explanation of that would have gone a long way. Mia Wasikowska, however, is great as this central character who is caustic to other human beings when they're sort of interfering in her space, but when she and they sort of approach each other with a mutual need, there's warmth and there's sweetness to her, and she's really kind to her animals and the way she interacts with them is just lovely. So there's plenty to like in here, but without some of the explanations that we needed, it does feel a tiny little bit thin. Out of 10, I'd give Tracks 6. It's a very, very decent film. It's definitely worth a watch, but like I say, there are problems with it. And until next week, I've been Brogen Hayes, and this has been One to Watch.